Now just turning your attention towards an object just above the eye line. And as you gaze at this object, just turn your eyes slightly upwards and soften your gaze on the object, allowing the mind to identify this object as a hypnotic object. Once the mind does so, you will find that it naturally begins to enter the hypnotic state. As mind enters the hypnotic state, the breath deepens, and as the breath deepens, the eyes continue to become heavier and heavier, with deep inhalations all the way from the stomach, through the chest, the throat, and slow exhalation with each breath, finding the physical body naturally begins to relax, and the mind becomes more and more lucid as it enters the hypnotic state. Any thoughts that may be distracting in the background recede even further as the hypnotic state of mind naturally comes into being. And now, continuing to focus the eyes on the object, notice the eyes just gently becoming heavier and heavier with each breath, heavier and heavier. So heavy that at some point, mind may decide that it is easier to close the eyes. And when the eyes close, you enter the hypnotic state of hypnosis in its deep sleep. Each and every time deep sleep is suggested to you for the purpose of hypnosis, and with your permission, you go into the state deeply and easily, and the physical body relaxes. Now with eyes closed, body resting, just visualizing or imagining, sensing or feeling a relaxation entering through the tips of the toes. And as it does, it has the natural capacity, as all the attention is drawn to the feet, to relax the feet, the muscles, each muscle, releasing, relaxing, letting go. And then into the ankles, the calves, the knees, all releasing, relaxing, letting go. With each breath moving deeply into the hypnotic state, allowing the release of excessive thoughts to simply leave mind, go into the recesses where they can happily reside. And as they do, deep sleep is activated in the mind. Deep sleep is the hypnotic state, and it simply means that you're able to release any tension in the body and mind and enter the focused state of hypnosis, where you allow the mind to be guided by the highest aspirations you have. And the subconscious mind becomes a friend to you, assisting you in all your goals by helping you to shift any past perceptions and patterns that no longer serve you and undermine your growth, change, and happiness. And so now this relaxation moves into the legs, thighs, hips, and back, releasing, relaxing, letting go, all the way into the shoulders, the arms, the hands, releasing, relaxing, letting go, into the back of the neck, the facial muscles softening, eyes softening, jaw softening, the throat's relaxing, into the chest, releasing, relaxing, letting go. Feeling this wave of relaxation now move over the entire body. Letting go, letting go. The mind naturally releases, relaxes, and lets go. Now with mind calm and easy, body calm and easy, releasing any anxiety, any fear, any worry, any emotions that are being held, exhaling, releasing, softening the relationship to any of these emotions. Just being present, neither for or against. And now we're going to begin to imagine the number 10. The 10 represents any form of worry, doubt that may be in the mind. And 10 represents the highest form of this. And just allowing now this 10 to show up in the mind, and then begin to erase the number 10 from the mind. And as you do, notice the sense of anxiety, worry, or doubt decrease. And so we'll continue this process, counting all the way down to 0. Each number has the ability and capacity to harness the power of the mind to let go of fear, overthinking, and worry. So counting down now, 9, and then erasing the 9, moving more and more deeply into the hypnotic state. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Letting go of all attachments to destructive emotions. Deep sleep. Now with the mind lucid and calm, beginning to allow the capacity of the mind to naturally bring forward the imagery that is necessary for the session, to allow for the changing of perceptions of past memories and experiences, for deeper recognition of the nature of these experiences, and for a deep cathartic healing and release. So now, with this intention in the mind, using the 5 senses, bring to mind that familiar house, that you have seen once before on a similar journey of the mind. And this house represents the subconscious mind. Now visualizing yourself in the form you have chosen to come to this journey today, walking towards this house, looking at the outer features of the house, looking at the surrounding area of the house, familiarizing your mind with this house and allowing all the symbolic meanings to arise to you. And now beginning to walk through the door into the main living area of the house and looking around, taking note of what is present in the room, and then in front of you, seeing the staircase that leads down more deeply into the subconscious mind. Now getting a very vivid idea of the sights, the sounds, and the smells of your surrounding environment, how you look and feel, and allowing a sense of peace and calm abiding to reside with you on this journey more deeply into the subconscious mind. Walking towards the staircase now, knowing that the staircase serves the purpose of deepening the hypnotic state. Walking down 21 stairs, take a look at what the staircase looks like now. What does it feel like? And now standing on the first stair at the top of the staircase, let's begin to step down now. Right foot first at 21, counting down. With each step, the mind calming, your confidence in yourself and your capacity to make the changes you wish to make on this journey increasing. Any remaining doubt or distracting thoughts decrease with each stair. By the time you reach the bottom of the staircase, you feel completely composed and calm. Stepping down now at 20, 19, 18, 17, going deeper and deeper. 16, 15, 14, and if there are any thoughts present, being completely fine and easy with those thoughts, allowing them to recede further as your sole focus becomes stepping down the staircase to 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, allowing the voice to guide you more and more deeply, allowing the sound of my voice to calm. 3, 2, 1, 0, deep sleep. Standing at the bottom of the staircase, becoming vividly aware of all that is revealed to you, the room you're in. And now allowing the mind to guide you presence that awaits you here. And this wise presence has the capacity to help you recognize and shift your perspective about the past from the deepest recognitions to forgiveness and compassion. And so allow yourself to meet with this wise presence now and have a sense of this wise presence guiding you to the time in your life when you first began to believe that you needed validation and that you were not lovable, or that you were not able to be loved by someone you loved very much. A time when you began to feel a deeper sense of shame, not being good enough. When did these patterns arise? Allows this wise being to guide you to a projection of this memory. And this projection will be in one of the rooms on the lower level of this house. Now walking towards that room with the wise presence and feeling this wise presence completely permeating your sense of being and giving you the powerful capacity of mindfulness now, so that when you step into this room, you are not involved in the story or reactive. You are simply watchful. And this watchfulness allows you to perceive these events in a different way. And now stepping into the room and seeing the memory play out when you first developed the belief that you were not lovable, that you were not okay on your own, that you could not be truly loved by someone you loved. And perhaps now, really allow this memory to come to life and see the younger aspect of you involved in the story of this memory. See the pain this part of you went through. The confusion, the delusion, and how this confusion spread, and the doubts were like a wildfire, and they developed into a pattern of you feeling deeply unlovable and unable to truly connect and be vulnerable with others, and only connecting with those that would not be vulnerable with you when this protective mechanism arose. And allow this wise presence now to guide you to see this memory differently now. to see the nature and the essence of how this memory arose. And if this memory involves one or both of your parents, to understand from the deepest perspective why they appeared to be non-accepting of you and themselves. See the confusion of each being here and allow the natural qualities of love and compassion to come forward when you recognize the essence of this memory. And perhaps when you're able to recognize from a different perspective that this memory was able to teach you the most important teaching of all, that everything is perfect and complete in its own place, and that you could never be loved or validated because you are perfect and complete, and nobody can take or add anything to you. And so allow this recognition to shift your perspective of this memory and give each being in this memory love and compassion, forgiveness and gratitude for what has arisen from the shift in perspective. And if there's remaining confusion, ask the wise being that is with you to illuminate everything to you now. And once mind has illuminated the nature, the essence of this memory, allow any repressed emotions, any anxiety, anger, or grief to arise in you now, and release those emotions. Allow yourself, allow the younger part of yourself to feel these things and have compassion for the confusion of this time. And allow this compassion to imbue your view so that you are able to release the pattern now of feeling unlovable, unworthy of love, and seeking validation. Visualize in the mind a symbol of this pattern. And once you are able to see the symbol, understand it as a totem of the recognitions you have received on this journey, and allow that symbol to be transmuted to a white light coming from the center of the heart, which permeates the symbol and transmutes it to white light, and transmutes everything else to white light, and allows the pattern to be released from the deepest parts of the subconscious mind, so that you recognize deeply that you need no validation and no approval, and that you are perfect and complete as you are, and that you are completely lovable as you are. And allow this new belief to deeply resound in the subconscious mind, planting it in the mind and allowing this beautiful seed of deep self-love and acceptance to blossom and to break down any internal and external barriers that have kept you away from love, to break down any walls you have placed around your heart, each and every moment feeling yourself softening and opening to deep love and acceptance on every level, and allowing your relationships with others to reflect this deep love. Like after the longest winter, as the sunlight of spring begins to melt the snow, and the seed of love begins to push through the soil, and then blossoms towards the light of the sun. And this is the recognition of your perfectness arising, of your true nature arising through the deepest recognition. And every way, every day, your life becomes more reflective of this recognition and of the self-acceptance. And you find yourself loving yourself, caring for yourself, taking care of yourself, and allowing all the reflections and projections in your life to love, care, and take care of you too. And this beautiful exchange just increases every day, and your life becomes a beautiful reflection of love, the deepest meaning of love. And now just allowing yourself to drift more and more deeply into the state, going into a state of deep sleep, and allowing the dreams to be the source of subconscious venting, releasing any defense mechanisms, any destructive emotions and patterns that have blocked this recognition in the past. And deep sleep.